Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this live AMA session on KVLSI Design Skill Program. My name is Arjun Chaitanya, Talent Accelerator, KEDM. KEDM, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. It's a Section 8 organization supported by Government of Karnataka. We are gathered here to know more about KVLSI Design Skill Program. What would be our benefits? How can we utilize this opportunity? You have so many questions in your mind. So you can ask all these questions. You can type your questions in comment section or chat box or Q&A section. So we would be starting this webinar by welcoming and inviting panelists. I would be the moderator for this webinar, and I would like to introduce our speakers for this day. We have Ms. Kalpana from IIITB. Kalpana is a program manager for KTech Center of Excellence and Machine Intelligence and Robotics, MINRO Center in IIITB. She is an electrical and electronics engineer with masters in information technology. She has 20 plus years of experience in the industry and academia. She is a data scientist specialist with more than 20 years of experience in developing analytical solutions for BSFI. So she has worked with various industries in retail, healthcare, and technology industries. Her interest is to design and develop bespoke learning programs in emerging areas as robotics, data science, and business analytics. So we welcome you, madam. Next, Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Gaurav Jalan. Gaurav is a recognized leader in the Indian ecosystem with more than 2 decades of experience working in different capacities. Currently, he is working as a senior director at Marvel India, working in custom and compute solution business unit. He leads a team covering RTL, DV, DFT, and emulsion aspects of the product development from India. He joined Marvel last year as a part of acquisition of Spacia Works, where he was co-founder and CEO. Prior to this, he worked as AVP Engineering at Capgemini, leading the product engineering services portfolio. We welcome Mr. Gaurav Jalan. Gaurav Jalan, welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Arjun. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, sir. So next we have Mr. Nitin Kishore, who is founder and CEO of TrueChip. Nitin has 24 plus years of experience in engineering and management, developing and bringing to market over 100 plus products. Prior founding TrueChip, Nitin was a design manager at Freescale Semiconductor, now which is NXP. Nitin worked as FSL for 10 plus years, and prior to that, Nitin worked at ControlNet at Goa. He has hands-on experience in RTL, verification, and backend SoC design flows. Nitin is also a partner at Future Tech Wizards, LLP, which is FutureWiz. So we welcome you, Nitin. Thank you so much for being part of this webinar. And I would also welcome all the participants, all the students, and professors from academia for joining us for this webinar. Firstly, coming to Ms. Kalpana from IIITB. So we have this program called as KVLSI Design Skill Program. Madam, can you give us a brief overview about what is KVLSI Design Skill Program?
Sure. Thanks for that. Just to set a little bit of a background, I manage a Center of Excellence on Machine Intelligence and Robotics in IIITB. This is a Government of Karnataka funded center. And one of the mandates for this center is also to help the state in building capacities in some of these upcoming technology areas. The pandemic saw the growth of the electronic system design and manufacturing, ESDM, in the developing countries in the Southeast Asia, especially in India. So in response to this, the government of India and specifically the government of Karnataka, they want to promote this industry, and a lot of special incentives have been given to the ESDM sector. Which include investor-friendly policies, infrastructure, and skill development. as this industry will grow, it will also require the right kind of skills for this sector. So, as a part of developing the skill, for this sector specifically, we have designed this VLSI design skill, skill design program, and this is being offered by IIITB and with our partner FutureWiz. And we are also the a lot of the ecosystem is also partnering with us to make sure that this program is contemporary in its content, it is relevant, and it makes the students job ready, so that they have the right skills for getting jobs in this industry. So the way the program is designed and structured is it starts off first with classes in the IIITB campus, where there will be a lot of academic rigor on getting the fundamentals right. So it's designed to be a 2-month program, and the content of the 2-month program is essentially all the basic concepts around digital VLSI design, analog VLSI design, HLS, VLSI verification fundamentals, system design using FPGA and embedded systems. So the IIITB faculty will be conducting these sessions. Subsequently, our partner organization will step in, where the students will use the tools and do a lot more hands-on learning of the fundamental concepts they would have learned in IIITB. So, over a period of 6 months, we envision that the students will have the skills to then be job ready and be able to secure for themselves jobs in this sector. So this is how the program is structured, and we want to call it first day, first hour readiness for the VLSI design industry, with the kind of curriculum and the rigor of the program. The learners will be industry ready with the required skills for getting a job for themselves. So that is the background and the overall objective of this program.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, Mr. Gaurav Jala, so you have a 2 decades of experience, 20 years of experience. So from your perspective, so you know about this program. What is the importance of this program from industry perspective?
Sure, Arjun. So typically when we hire fresh grads from different institutes, there are institutes who are focusing on fundamentals, and that is very important. But then there is a gap between industry and academia, wherein real-time projects are missing. And this is an effort to bridge that gap, where we have a premier institute like IIIT Bangalore driving this program, ensuring that the fundamentals of the program are correct. And then we have FutureWiz as a training partner that covers the labs, the real-time projects, and similar stuff for these students. As Kalpana ma'am talked about, the ecosystem is coming towards supporting this program. So a lot of us will be there to help guide, drive things, and ensure that each and every aspect and each and every step of this program is in the line to bridge the gap and make the students industry ready.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So, and we also have Mr. Nitin Kishore, who is the founder of TrueChip. Nitin, can you provide us an overview of the curriculum and key topics covered in the program?
Yeah, hi. So it's a pleasure to be on this panel and talking to students and all of you. So in this program, in addition to what Kalpana ma'am has said, so we will be covering, advanced digital design, Verilog, system Verilog, UVM, chip architecture, say basics and like C language and so on. And the students will be doing projects on each of these subjects. There will be tests on each of these subjects. Am I able to give a
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Coming to Miss Kalpana, madam, do we have any kind of prerequisites to enroll for this particular program? The student has to have any kind of prerequisites for enrolling in this program.
Uh, the only prerequisite that we request of the student is that they need to invest their time and effort in learning, and also have the aptitude to pick up the new tools. It will be a continuation of some of the topics they would have learned in their electronic courses, but they need to bring in a lot of zeal and enthusiasm to learn. This is something that I want to kind of highlight to the students, that the government of Karnataka is subsidizing this program big time to help the students get skills which will help them be job ready. They don't have to invest this personally. If they were to do this program outside in the market, they would have to make a huge investment. But the government of Karnataka is subsidizing this program and helping them. So the only prerequisite we expect them to bring to table is the zeal and enthusiasm for learning. A lot of effort is going into building this program. There is faculty from IIITB, there is our partner, and then there are our ecosystem partners like Gaurav here, and a lot more other people who are invested in making this program a success. So the students should leverage this entire ecosystem, and make the maximum use of the time when they enroll for this program. There was a question that somebody had posted in the Q&A, how AI is important. Walk us through the impact of AI on VLSI. As more and more of AI and machine learning is becoming a part of every business process, a part of everything that we do, these things don't run on their own. The AI algorithms don't run on their own. They need strong underlying hardware that can support some of this. There is a lot of innovation that will happen in the hardware, and especially if you want to deliver these solutions on the edge. Some of these decisions, if you want them to be delivered on the edge, analytics on the edge, AI, ML on the edge, right? Suppose you want to run a neural network algorithm on your edge device, right? You need the hardware to support that kind of a capability, and which is where we see this sector being the enabler for even AI to have a bigger impact. Today, most of the solutions are, cloud-based. But if you want these modules to be implemented on the devices, you need that kind of a hardware. So yes, AI has an impact because your underlying hardware has to support the AI solutions and the AI models. And that is where we see the relevance of this kind of a skill becoming more and more. The growth in this sector will be much bigger, and the skills that our students are going to get out of this kind of a program will be very relevant for them in the industry.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. Thank you so much. And coming to Mr. Gaurav Jala, uh, Mr. Gaurav, are there any opportunities for international placements as well with global companies which they are looking for in VLSI particularly? So are there any opportunities for international placements for these students from Karnataka?
Yeah, so opportunities may not come immediately, but to me, this is opening the gate towards that opportunity. So most of the international organizations have their captives, their offices in India also. This certainly offers them an opportunity to join those companies and work on cutting edge technologies. And as they grow a little more in their career, let's say 4 or 5 years of experience, I'm sure this will set a stepping stone for them for international opportunities. In my career, more than 100 of my team members have moved internationally in the last 10 years. So the opportunity is huge. There is demand outside. The right skill set is the key. And this program brings together the best of all worlds, the best institute, the best finishing school, and the ecosystem partners. So yeah, I think it's the right stepping stone for a flurry of opportunities down the line.
Very nice. So you mentioned about some skills which are very much required. So what skills or qualities do employers, in particularly in VLSI industry, look for in their potential hires?
Sure. So VLSI industry is relatively broad, and in this program, we are focusing on one specific skill, which is design verification. So design verification, uh, today in India itself, the demand for either design verification or physical design engineers is the most. The skills that we look for in design verification engineers, number one, of course, your digital design fundamentals should be right. Number two, you need to have the tools like a language, which is System Verilog, a methodology that is universal verification methodology, experience on how to apply them in the right way in the designs to try to find out bugs. And then I think it's more about, with experience you find the nose for bugs. You can smell bugs in the design, direct your test cases to that area of the design, and help us get the design closed faster. So again, I just want to reiterate that the program is designed thinking that as a final goal, and that is where the what Kalpana ma'am talked about in the very beginning, the curriculum is designed in that way to enable students to achieve it.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. So Mr. Nitin, Mr. Gaurav mentioned about the skills, the importance of skills, where they can unlock several opportunities. So, to develop these skills in this particular course, what are the teaching methodologies or tools or laboratory facilities or equipments which are used to enhance the learning experience in this course for these students, particularly?
Yeah, so on the tool side, we'll be bringing in the cadence tools for simulation, the sim vision, and so on. So we'll be bringing a lot of cadence tools in this. The students will be able to log in through a VPN connection to the server, and they will be able to run their simulations based on that. Right? We expect students to have a machine at their end through which they can log in, right? And
Okay.
so these will be industry class tools which are used today in the by the industry experts to create the next set of chips. So those tools will be available to them. On the learning methodologies, so we have a lecture as well as a laboratory thing. So we will give them lectures, we will give them assignments which students will complete. We'll solve some of the samples in the class also. There will be doubt clearing sessions for students. There we will bring in experts from the industry who have more than 5 years of experience to help students with doubts. The students will be working on projects, live projects, which are being used on protocols which are being used in the industry today. We will teach them on the protocols, and they will be doing some projects on those protocols. So based on that, the goal is, and like Gaurav mentioned, UVM, System Verilog. So we will be training the students on all these, and we will be getting them to do some projects on these methodologies and skills.
Oh,
So with this, they should be ready for the industry.
very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Nitin. So, Miss Kalpana, as Mr. Nitin mentioned about the teaching methodologies in this program. So what sets this program apart from similar programs? Because there are so many programs or courses available in the market, online or offline. So what sets this program apart from similar programs offered in the market or by other institutions or by online courses, anything? What sets this program apart?
So what sets this program apart is it has two components. One is that it is bringing in the academic rigor of an academic institute like IIIT Bangalore. And the time they will spend in the institute will again refresh, and it will make their fundamental concepts right. This is a problem we often see in industry, that we have a lot of students who falter in their fundamentals. So the idea is that these are already students who have graduated, but we will still spend some time with them and make sure their fundamentals are right. So there will be a lot of rigor around getting all the basic concepts right. And then we have our partner, who's a fairly established player in this space, who have been in this in the VLSI skilling and training for a long time now. They know what works. They Nitin is also the true chip. They also have a company who is in this business, so they bring in a lot of that industry knowledge of how to do the skilling, make the students industry ready. And then we have people like Gaurav, who are all invested in making this program success. So through our partnership with the IESA, SAFL, and the KDM organizations, there is a lot of investment from the ecosystem to make this program success. Wherever we feel, if there are some hiccups, etc., the ecosystem partners are all available as to mentor. The students will also have access to some of these mentors through various sessions that we will have with them, through webinars like this. They will have access to the mentors from the industry as well. So I think that to me is the important thing, that A, it brings the academic rigor, and B, it brings in the rigor of the industry requirement. And that's why we are calling this skilling program to make students job ready. Unlike other programs, so there are a lot of programs, because this is a industry that is likely to see growth. There is a lot of courses being offered, but I think the partnership between an academic institution and a seasoned player in this space is what is the differential. We will make sure the students understand the theoretical and fundamentals right, and then they work with hands-on tools, and tools that are being used by the industry. All these tools that Nitin spoke about are something that the industry uses. So they will be ready to, have the same kind of an environment they will get in the industry when they graduate out of this program.
Okay, fine. So upon course completion, do they receive any kind of certification for their course? Or if they receive certification, what kind of certification that?
Sure. So, IIIT Bangalore will be the certifying, organization for this program, and students will get a certificate called Advanced Certificate in VLSI Design. So that is the program nomenclature. That is the certificate they will get. So it will be an advanced certificate program in VLSI Design, and IIITB will be the organization that will give this certificate.
Very nice. So once they complete this course, they would be getting an advanced certification program certificate from IIITB.
That's correct. Yes.
Very nice. So coming to Mr. Gaurav Jala, sir, you have been in this industry. What career paths or job roles can these graduates, upon completion, can pursue in the field of VLSI once they complete this course? What job roles or what career path they can choose after completing this course?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, the program actually covers design verification skill set primarily, and almost every VLSI or semiconductor industry today in India, and there are more than 100 of them, have positions for verification engineers. So you start at entry level as a verification engineer, and from there you grow the ladder up as a senior verification engineer, lead engineer, manager, director, AVP, VP. The career path is long and strong. Entry level being the verification engineer, and opportunities are many. Today, there is again, the industry needs more, and we don't have enough skills available that are required. And that is where this program is initiated.
Very nice. Okay, thank you. So coming to Mr. Nitin, can you provide some examples of job roles or position that they can typically secure after completing this program? If you can also give some put some lights on salary range, what would be their salary range? What would be their job roles examples?
Yeah. So, so like Gaurav rightly mentioned, the starting job role would be something like the designation would be like a verification engineer, then senior verification. As a verification engineer, you are supposed to verify a portion of the chip which is allocated to you, a block to begin with, and at after some years, then maybe multiple blocks or a subsystem, right? Which is actually fabricated on the silicon. See, the silicon world is little different from the software world. See, if you have a software release and there is a bug in the software, eventually you fix the bug. Maybe you take 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, or maybe a week. But you can release an updated software very quickly, right? But in the silicon world, if there's a bug on the chip, you're stuck with it because fabrication cost, at lower geometries goes up to more than $10 million just for getting the fabrication done. And there is a time gap also after fabrication. Typically, the samples come back after 3 months. So there's a cost and delay involved. So a lot of emphasis is done on functional verification to ensure that the silicon comes back working. So that's why the verification. I mean, designing a product is not so difficult than verifying it. Verification engineers' job is more difficult, and that's why so many verification engineers are required to find out the bugs, like Gaurav was saying, to smell out the bugs. Because if there's a bug, your chip is gone, right? I mean, you're stuck with it. So on the job role, so you could be verifying a SOC, you could be doing SOC verification, you could be doing a block verification, or you could be doing a subsystem level verification. And at senior levels, you could be managing a full chip verification for with a team of maybe 20 people or so. And on the salary ranges, like you mentioned, so beginner salary ranges, I think, start with something between the range of 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs, I will say. But maybe, like, I will say, a 5-year experienced engineer should be able to get a salary of about between 35 lakhs to 45 or maybe 50 lakhs, right? And after maybe 8 years or so, the salary ranges should be more than 50 lakhs for sure.
Okay, okay, fine. Very nice. Thank you. So for all the participants, in 5 minutes, we are starting our AMA session, Ask Me Anything session. So if you have any kind of questions regarding this course, questions regarding this program, you can type that in the Q&A session, or you can type it in the chat box. So coming to Miss Kalpana, so in which format is the program offered? Is it fully online, or is it in person? They have to come to IIITB campus, or is it hybrid combination? So what is the format of the program, madam?
Sure. So the format of the program is offline. We are not doing this as an online course. The students will have to come to IIITB campus for the first 7 to 8 weeks when the classes happen in IIITB. So classes will be every day, 4 to 5 days a week, depending on the schedule, how it is scheduled. And they will have 2 sessions, a morning session and an afternoon session. So this will be about 3 to 4 hours of classroom session in IIITB, and IIITB faculty will be conducting these sessions. Once the curriculum in IIITB is done, there will also be an assessment. So the last week will be an assessment. Test will be conducted for the students. Subsequently, with our partner organization, again, it will be both. It will be primarily offline. They will have to come to the partner center, and they will get access to some of the tools, etc. Can be both. There is a VPN kind of a setup, so they can access it offline from their home as well. But the expectation is that most of the classrooms sessions will be in person physically. We didn't want to do this as an online program very consciously. We wanted to get students to the classroom and do this as an offline program. So that's the model of the program.
Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. So we are opening this for AMA session, Ask Me Anything session. So we have some questions here. Lohit TN. So he is asking, sir, does electronics and telecommunication engineering students are eligible for this program? Anyone from the panelist can answer this.
Yes, they are eligible for the program.
Okay, okay. So Sunil BK, he's asking, is 2024 batch eligible for the training program?
We expect you to be a graduate when you enroll for this program, so that you can focus on this one and not be if you are still doing your engineering, right, you may not get the time to focus on this. We want to make sure that we have your full attention when you do this program. So for 2024 batch, we will do another program next year, but for this current batch, we want you to have graduated.
Okay, so and what would be the timings, madam? So how would be is it a part-time or full-time they have to come to the campus, or like it is like they have to just attend for 3 hours or 4 hours, like, or should they have to come to campus on a full-time basis?
Yeah, so they have to come to campus. The sessions will be, the morning session typically will be from 10:30 to 12:30, and the afternoon session will be 3 to 4:30. So they will have to be in campus for the classes.
Okay, okay, fine, fine, thank you. So then Lohit TN has a question. Is this course focuses morely on design and verification or physical design?
So this program is focused on design and verification. And I can let Nitin and Gaurav also add.
Yes.
Yeah, it's design verification specifically, not physical design.
Yeah.
So one more question. Hello team, as it was mentioned earlier that this course is for an entry-level individual who are currently working in certain company. Is there any flexibility for those by any way they can attend the course in different sort? For those who are already working in a company, any chance so that they can have on a part-time basis?
Yeah,
On a,
our current program structure is not, it's a purely, offline model. We are not doing this in a hybrid or a, online version of it, because this is our pilot program. And we believe for our pilot program, we would like to have this in an offline mode.
okay, okay, okay. So one more question, Gaurav Jalan, what is the fee structure and selection criteria for the course?
So in terms of, I'll probably let Kalpana ma'am talk about the selection criteria and the fee structure because it's coming from
Got it.
the lighting.
Okay, okay. Miss Kalpan, please.
Yeah, so basically, the fee structure, it is a subsidized program. Like I said, the government of Karnataka is spending money to scale the students, and they are paying for the entire expense. The student is expected to pay a very, very nominal fee of 15,000 rupees for the program. So that is the fee structure. So student has to upfront, when they are enrolling for the program, pay 15,000 rupees. If you go and do this program with a private provider, this program can cost you anything from 2 to 2.5 lakhs. Uh, because it's a Karnataka government subsidized program, you will only have to pay 15,000 rupees.
15 or 25, madam?
No, there is now a reduction, and we have reduced it further to help the students enroll for the program. So, just to encourage students to opt for this program. Most of the students, whether they are from whatever stream, right, electronics, electrical, telecommunication, everybody wants to be software engineers. We want to encourage people to think also of VLSI as a career option. And we have Nitin and Gaurav who can vouch for the opportunities that are there in this industry. So we have reduced the fees. Earlier it was 25,000. Now we have made it 15,000 to make it affordable to the students that want to enroll for this program. And the other question was, what was the other question? Sorry.
Selection process.
Selection process, yeah. So we will have some minimum cutoff on your, scores on what you have scored in your engineering program, because that is one way of assuring that you are serious about your careers and academics. If you enroll for another program, what you have scored in your engineering is one way for us to assess. So right now, That will be one of the criteria, and then subsequently we will have some discussion with you as well to understand why you want to enroll for this program. So that is the way the selection will happen.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So, and coming to Nitin, so one more question from Uday Kumar. So, what is the minimum percentage criteria to enroll to this program?
Yeah, so I think the selection criteria, I think I'll let Ms. Kalpana and comment on this.
Yeah, so the selection criteria is that you need to have got at least 60% in your engineering course.
Okay. So, and what is the time period of the
Just to
program?
add,
Vijay K has. Yes,
Arjun,
yes,
just to
Mr.
add, ma'am just told about 60%, but guys, this is a limited seat program. So of course, first come, first served, and the better percentage you have, the chances of you getting through is more. So please
Absolutely.
be aware of that.
Thanks, Gaurav. And like I said, this is a privileged program because the government is subsidizing this program. So we will look at people who are coming in first, showing the enthusiasm to enroll for the program. So yes, we are having a cutoff, but whoever enrolls first and has better marks, because for all reasons, all said reasons, what your academic performance so far is the only way we can assess your capabilities, and even if we lower the cutoff, the industry might not accept that. So we will have to adhere to what industry also typically is expecting these students. So that is why there is a cutoff. Too bad if you haven't done well academically, you will have to struggle a bit more. So yes, we do have a cutoff, but it's a
Very
limited seat that we don't have. It's just a 60. We will be
60
enrolling only
percentage.
60 people in this particular program. Only 60 students will be enrolled for this program.
Got it. So, and coming to Mr. Gaurav Jala, Sannidhi Kulkarni has a question. Sir, what about the placement guidance? So, will these students get any kind of placement guidance?
Yeah, so this program is backed by Government of Karnataka, IESA, Triple ITB, KDEM, SAFL, the industry itself. We are hoping that all 60 students, if they focus really on this program, should get through. The coordinators like ma'am, Nitin, myself, whoever is involved, we will make an extra effort to ensure that each participant who has worked through the program diligently gets enough opportunities to try and get into the industry.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. So, and Nasir has this question. When will the program starts and when will it end?
So the program is tentatively expected to start on October 16th. October to December, the first 8 weeks, they will be in Triple IT Bangalore. Subsequently, they will be with our partner organization. So we are expecting this batch of students to graduate in May 2024.
Okay. So Yash, Shrikant has one more question. Can students only from Karnataka have to enroll for this program, or anyone from India can enroll?
So right now, this is a program focused on Karnataka students. It's a benefit that the government is giving, so it's focused on students from Karnataka.
Okay, fine. So Shamant KS has this question. Can diploma students join this program?
No, right now this is not for diploma students. It is only for engineering graduates.
Okay. So Uday has this question. I have already completed my design verification course, but I did not get placed. Am I eligible?
So unfortunate Uday that you have not got placed. If you want to enroll for this program, you're welcome to enroll. You'll just have to go through the whole process again.
Okay. So, and Yash has this question. Will there be any batches in future where the courses will be hybrid or online?
So, like I said earlier, this is a pilot program, and we want to see how it works. And our future programs, we may consider no promises at this point in time. We will have to see how the current pilot program works, because the success of the program is also how well the students perform and how well they get placed. And then subsequently, we will revisit the program structure and see if there is a possibility to do this in a hybrid model. Yes, the world is moving towards a lot of online learning and hybrid learning. But the first program, this is the first cohort of the program. For this first cohort, we have not looked at a hybrid model. We might consider and we will revisit this for our subsequent batches.
Okay, so if you have any questions, you can type in the chat box, or you can ask your questions in Q&A box. Okay, so coming to Mr. Jalan. So, Mr. Gaurav, what trends are you observing in the field of VLSI design?
So our industry predominantly is guided by what we call as Moore's law, and this law has been the driving force for many decades now. What it says is every 2 years the complexity on the same area doubles, and which means the size of the design, though may look same, the functions it carry doubles every 2 years. And when the function doubles, the effort required to design and verify it doubles. And that is how we have as an industry progressed. To just give you a pointer, the cost of development of the entire product goes to $500 million, and if there is one bug left, it goes waste. So that is the complexity, and the other part is with AI coming in, as Kalpana ma'am initially pointed out, there is a big demand on infrastructure that is required both at the cloud in form of data servers, in the edge in form of edge devices, which means more and more designs are coming our way. The second part is you guys should be hearing a lot about semiconductor ecosystem in India, the Make in India initiatives that are running around. A lot is happening for semiconductors in India, which means the opportunities are just unfolding specifically in India. So far, we were all designing for the world, but now there is an opportunity to also design for India. So in that respect, whatever our industry score is today, we should be doubling it in the next few years itself.
Very nice. Also, Shrikant K has a question. It's for Mr. Nitin. What kind of projects cover to get exposure? So what kind of projects do they get a chance to have to get all this exposure?
Yeah, I'll answer that. So I wanted to add on to what Gaurav was saying, and he rightly touched the right chord where he spoke about Moore's law. There's also a concept of chiplets coming in, and multiple dies in one package is becoming a reality, and which is posing another bigger challenge for verification. How will you verify across chiplets? How will you create verification environments across chiplets? So that's another big area coming up. So coming back to your question, so what kind of projects will be there? So see, like you do, we when we teach you digital, so there will be a project on digital that you will create on your own. Some list of questions will be there, out of which you create one of them, or you can discuss with the faculty and create your own as well. For Verilog also, you'll create a project, and that will be coded, and we'll see if it's working well in simulations also. For system Verilog, a verification environment will be created. And lastly, a verification environment in UVM will be created by the students individually. So that sets you ready for the industry. Somebody who can create a good UVM environment based test bench for verification is ready to enter the industry. Then in addition, based on, depending on how fast the students are picking up, we can pick up a protocol based verification, and do a project on a protocols like UART or AXI, or so on.
Okay, very nice. So Niharika has a question for Miss Kalpana. Ma'am, students from another state who has completed their graduation in Bangalore, are they eligible?
Please apply and we'll look into it.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Uday Kumar has a question for Mr. Gaurav Jalan. So present market is not going well due to recession. So there is less chances are there for freshers. What will you comment on this?
So there is a slowdown. I won't say the market is in a recession. I think Nitin would conquer that, and maybe Kalpana ma'am also, that we have seen the real recession. This is not a recession. I myself have been bitten by the recession bug in 2009, where I had to pack my bags from Delhi and move to Bangalore because there are lots of opportunities in Bangalore. So if you are thinking this is recession, this is just the tip of the iceberg, I can say. This is a slowdown. Number two, are there opportunities today? Yes, there are opportunities. Just in my team, I have hired 18 fresh grads in the current session. So there are opportunities. It's just that the right channel that you pick to reach to your end goal is what matters. And we hope to provide one such channel through this meeting.
Okay, very nice. To wrap the session, one advice starting from Mr. Nitin. What advice do you have for individuals who are looking to enter this field? So, and how would this course back them up?
So, see, we have been training students since 2016 onwards. I mean, the advice I will say is that, the advice I was given, see, at my time, I graduated in 98 and I did a similar course at my time from CDAC at that time, from Pune. So, I was there at the course, and, some people were able to hack the internet. We were not given internet access at the course that time. Some students were able to hack the internet from there. And, I was talking to one of my seniors in my family, and, what they said, then don't get into any such rubbish. Just focus on learning, learn well, and the world is open for you. Do not get defocused. Let people do what they want. Okay. So I see that students who join the courses with us, they feel they have paid the fees. Now they should get placed. We are there to help you with the placement. We are there to help you with training and everything. But you have to study. You have to put in your efforts. If you don't do that, then placements. Although there are huge requirements in chip design right now, right? In spite of you're saying the slowdown, right? In spite of that, companies are still hiring. It's not really a recession like Gaurav was saying. So but you have to put in your efforts. And if you put in your right efforts, and then probably placements will be a cakewalk.
Okay, okay, very nice. Thank you so much. So coming to Mr. Gaurav, so what is your advice for individuals who want to start their career in VLSI, and how this course would help them in building a great career?
Yeah, so as Nitin pointed out, be honest in your efforts and have a dedicated approach. Yes, there will be a struggle, but our goal is to get you the right opportunities. And so I would recommend take a leap of faith, enroll for this program. If you get selected, put your head and heart into it, and rest, we all are there to take care of it. You don't have to worry. We are equally taking the responsibility for getting you there. You have to run the race. We will be there to carry the beacons for you everywhere.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And the same question and the last question in this webinar. Madam, what are your thoughts and what are your advice for these students who want to pursue their career in VLS? And how would this course particularly help them in their career?
So whether it's VLSI or any other career that you want to pursue, this is my honest submission to all the students. Please have the aptitude and attitude for learning. Only when you learn and you give all of yourself to the learning process, all of us are just facilitators. you have to have in it to learn and get the maximum out of the resources that you will have access to the program. I think please, whoever wants to enroll, come in with that attitude. Placement is incidental. If you're good, people will line up to hire you. They will know. Nitin, Gaurav, myself, all of us will anyway know through our interactions that you are somebody that we want to quickly hire. So please, and learning doesn't stop just with this program. Learning is a continuous process. All of us are also everyday learning something new. So and that's why in the prerequisite, right? What is the prerequisite? We just want you to bring that attitude to table, bring the attitude to learn, unlearn, relearn, right? And constantly have that aptitude for learning. The program will give you access to, I think tremendous amount of resources. There are people from IIITB, there is people from the industry, government, stalwarts. All the people that are part of this program have spent like decades in this industry, and they know what it is to succeed in the industry. So to get access to that kind of a resource pool, I think is the key thing that I would tell to any student, that you will immediately get into the network of this many group of people who are all invested in making you successful, and making you get into the industry with the skills the industry requires.
Very nice. Thank you so much, madam. And I would like to thank all the speakers, Mr. Nitin, Mr. Gaurav, and Ms. Kalpana, for your wonderful advice and for your inputs on VLSI industry or on this course. Definitely, it is very helpful for all these students. And I would also like to thank all the participants. Let us utilize this opportunity. Government is giving huge subsidy. We have our industry leaders like Gaurav Jalan, Mr. Nitin to help us. We have Ms. Kalpana from IIITB, and we also have IESA, Safal, KEDM, IIITB, TrueChip, and Marvel. So these are very big organizations helping us pursue our career in VLSI industry. So let us utilize this opportunity. If you want to know more about this program, visit karnatakadigital.in/K-VLSI, or you can search KDEM VLSI on Google. So you can find the website. You have all the FAQs and recording of as well. Lastly, I would also like to thank our partner, who is Savishkar, a youth organization, for spreading this awareness for all of you. I would like to thank each and everyone for attending this webinar. Let us utilize this opportunity. Thank you so much, all the participants. Thank you, all the speakers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.